Good morning, everybody. I'm Sal Pitera. This is the Destinations channel, and we are on board the Carnival Magic. This is going to be a complete 360 tour of the ship. Now, it is a 360 tour, as I said, so that means if you're wearing Oculus goggles or virtual reality goggles, put them on now and you can look all around 360 degrees. Also, if you're using a cell phone, you can simply move your cell phone around physically and you'll be able to look all around as well. Or if you're watching on a computer, just use your mouse to drag the image around and you'll be able to see all around completely in panoramic views. Right now, we are in the grand atrium on board the ship. And this is where you'll board the ship when you first come on board. Here in the grand atrium, you'll find a bar. It does come alive in the evening time and in the afternoon. Also live entertainment here nightly. This is where you'll also find guest services. If you have issues with your onboard account or any other issues here on board the ship, this is where you'll come. Now, one word of advice. When you're here on the ship, you're literally traveling in a small community. Guest services is here to help you. So if you have any issues, be nice to my friends at guest services. My co-workers try really hard to make sure that you have the best experience possible. And the old expression, you get a lot more with honey than you do with vinegar. Now we are in the front of the ship, or forward, and we're going to check out the forward dining room. On this ship, the forward dining room is used for your time dining. That's when you don't have a selected dining time. You'll simply use your Carnival Hub app to check in and they'll let you know when your table is ready. We're on the lower level at the moment. There are two levels to this dining room. There's also a dining room in the back or aft of the ship as well. That's used for early and late seating. Now this dining room is not used for breakfast, which is why it's not made up at the moment. Breakfast is served in the aft dining room, which I'll show you in just a little while. And go back out to the grand atrium. And we'll walk around the grand atrium to the other side, or the port side of the ship. Now, an easy way to remember port and starboard. If you're looking towards the front of the ship or forward, port will always be your left side of the ship. And an easy way to remember that is there's four letters in the left, 4 letters in port. Here is your Carnival Adventures desk. Again, it's early in the morning right now, so the Carnival Adventures desk is not being utilized at the moment. But that's where you're going to book or ask questions about any of your shore excursions that you have on board. This is the main lounge on board the ship. Again, we're early in the morning, so there's nothing going on at the moment, but we'll give you a quick sneak peek. Now this lounge comes alive every night with Broadway style shows, singers and dancers. It's all included in the price of your cruise. And if you look upward, there is balconies upstairs. Plenty of seating. They normally have an early show and a late show depending on your dining time to make sure that you'll be able to visit. And that is deck 3, the grand atrium. We're going to go up now to deck 4. This is the mezzanine level, deck 4. Here you're going to find another area of the atrium, the Northern Lights restaurant, which we were already in, and your photo gallery. And I think we'll go around to the right. Now this area is used for your photo gallery. It is early in the morning, so they aren't open yet. There's two ways to look at your photos on board the ship. You have the Pixels Gallery iPads, and you can't see them right now, but behind these gates, the photos that the photographers take all week long are aligning the walls You can see them underneath, and you can pick out your photos there and purchase photos on board the ship as well. This is where we have the upper level of the Northern Lights restaurant. And we can take a peek inside, but before we do, we'll check out the escape bar. This is a very underutilized bar. As a matter of fact, I've never seen it being used. It's a nice quiet place on board the ship. And that is the upper level of the dining room. I've already showed you that, so we don't need to go in. This is the ship's library. This is where you can find books and games. I actually don't see any books in here right now. I don't know what happened to them. There's only a few. But this is another quiet area of the cruise ship. You can play Monopoly. They do have some games here for you to play as well. But for the library, they are definitely lacking in books. We'll start walking. On the starboard side of the ship, there's a long hallway that outlines the Northern Lights dining room, which is the dining room I showed you earlier. And we'll take a walk through the length of the ship. You can see lots of art along the walls.
Morning.
Good morning. That artwork is sold here on board by Park West Galleries. They have art auctions regularly. Good morning. Halfway down, you'll find the ship's casino. There's actually 2 levels of casino here on the ship. Lots of table games, lots of video poker, and slots as well. Also in here, you'll find a casino bar. Now, smoking is allowed in the casino, providing you're actively playing the machines. Here you'll find an ATM if you need cash to go into any of the ports or the casino. On board the Carnival ship, it's actually a cashless system. You don't need cash here on board. They give you a room card and everything is charged to your onboard account, with the exception of the casino. Next we have Circle C. Heavy door. This is one of the kids' rooms on board, and it's designated just for the children on board. Camp Carnival has several levels